Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. Gonna give you guys an update on Shilo Sanders' bankruptcy claim. If you didn't know, this is not a hit piece. This was written by some dude named Brent Schrotenbauer, some shit like that. Shout out to USA Today. It just got announced. The guy that's investigating Shilo Sanders' bankruptcy claim, he's like, yo, bro, I need more help. I need more proof. This just doesn't look right. And if you don't know what's going on here, Shilo Sanders assaulted a man back in high school. No one, listen, all you Colorado fans, all you Coach Prime supporters, the people who are blindly supporting a person because he was good at football, let me explain something to you. There is a crime here, and it is fraud. It is falsely claiming bankruptcy. This should upset you immensely. When people don't pay their debts, you end up having to pay it indirectly. This is why taxes go up. This is why rates go up. This is why your rates go up, your insurance rate, anything. People don't pay their fees, their debts. It's on you. That's what happens. So the biggest crime of all time goes down, and everybody goes, Rico, he was a kid. No, I don't give a shit about the assault. I don't really care about assaulting a high school security guard and his claim. None of that matters. You went to court. A judge had a finding. He fined you $11 million. I don't care. Pay your debts. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That's what I grew up on. So pay your debts, bro. Then you go and falsely claim bankruptcy because you don't want to pay your debts. Okay. But are you really bankrupt? Did you really give all the information to the investigator? Apparently not. It says here, Shilo Sanders' bankruptcy case reaches an impasse, which means we can't go any further. They're not talking to us. We're not talking to them. Let's go. And if you read the details, what it really comes down to here is Shilo Sanders and his defense team, they're not providing all the documentation they need to provide. There are commercials that Shilo Sanders has done. There are endorsements he's done in the name of NIL with KFC, with that yogurt company, Oikos or whatever, however the fuck you say the name. He's done commercials with them, advertising, and the financial disclosures are not there. They weren't supported. They weren't provided. So when you give us some documentation but not all of it, that's when things become a problem. The issues with NIL here didn't include KFC or Oikos yogurt. Didn't address the deals in the bankruptcy disclosures. And the way you do this, if you aren't aware, when you declare bankruptcy, what you're saying is I can't afford to pay my creditors. And one of the creditors here is the victim of a crime. Fine. The crime was committed when you were a youth. Everybody wants to give them a pass on this. I don't know why. It's an assault on another person. Maybe you can see it however you want. But the reality is this crime of falsely claiming bankruptcy, this crime has occurred as an adult. He filed bankruptcy last October. And there's nothing bankrupt about this guy. There's nowhere out there. You don't get to hide money. And he's using LLCs to do it. Okay? He's using LLCs to manage and to broker the deals for his NIL. And then you can't see everything within the LLCs. And they made other requests. They made other requests to see all the documentation, and Shilo has not provided the additional documentation. That's the reality of the situation. That's what's written here. And when you find individuals who are genuinely filing for bankruptcy, they have full transparency. They know that they got to show you everything. They're trying to get out, and they're using this for what it is. And everybody goes, well, rich people have been doing this for years. And none of that justifies breaking the law. Like you should be upset every time it happens. You shouldn't just be okay with it. It's a crime. This is ridiculous. And shout out to the judge. The judge went ahead and said, yeah, man, we're going to go out and get more assistance. So there was one investigator. He said, look, I need assistance from expertise from a larger law firm here in Denver who can help me obtain the records for his assets, everything that he's ever earned, the other revenue streams that he might have. I need to know all the details because we need to get max amount of money to his creditors. Meaning, and I'm not just saying repo the cars and sell all the jewelry. It's just we need transparency. You need to tell the truth. And I don't think Shilo Sanders is telling the truth. At least that's what's depicted here. That's what is illustrated within this article. And I'd say when you start reading and you say, you start reading and you hear them say, well, he didn't provide the requested documentation. I'm like, oh, yeah, we know that deal. Trust, we know that deal. So not in his corner. I don't think this is good. I think if you did a crime, you should do the time and you should pay your fees and whatever it is. I don't really care if it was too much. That's not for me to debate. I'm not a judge. All I'm here to say is there is a criminal at Colorado and he's committing a crime. And the crime is falsely filing for bankruptcy if we're not understanding this. And this is what's wrong with society is we give rich people a pass when they file for bankruptcy, and we never should. Remember this. This is not somebody that relates to you. You can't relate to Shilo Sanders. All you guys are like, yo, it's for the culture. What culture? These are rich people hiding behind wealth and doing ridiculous things. And you think it's your culture. You think he can relate to you. Dude's never struggled a day in his life. Never came up where you came up. Can't relate to you in any way. Homie's lived in a gated community his whole life. You guys got it twisted, man. This is not the culture. This is rich people and rich kids doing rich people shit. And it should make you sick every single day of your life. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Good luck, Shilo. Keep hiding that revenue, bro. I hope they find it.